So, while I was streaming, I had someone come into the chat, start asking me what I thought the optimal way to set up a computer with a radiator and a decent sized video card was. And what follows is kind of my personal opinion on how to set it up. Check it out. So, here, I'll lay this down. Yeah, she doesn't play video games. So, if you have a radiator set up here and you have fans set up in a pull-through configuration through there, you're pulling cool air from the outside of the case into the case across the radiator. If you put it on the top, like the same thing would happen. You would have your intake fans on the front, wherever you can get the most cold air from. If it's from the front, the bottom, or the back, it doesn't matter. You want to get the air that's cool to the radiator as quickly as you can. The problem with having the radiator up top and like having exhaust fans is that you're passing air that's been heated by the components across the radiator at that point. So what I typically recommend people doing is, if you can, mount it up front with the pipes going to the top, because you always want to have like that be the highest point of your water loop. And having the fans pull across it or push across it, doesn't matter, but pulling cool air from outside, getting it across the radiator as quickly as possible, and then having fans up top and on the back to evacuate air like that. Does that make sense? So yeah, so I mean, like the temperature difference from here to here, like if your radiator is top mounted, like it's going to be like 5 to 10 degrees because of the ambient temperature that's in here if the air isn't moving fast enough or not fast enough, if it's not getting cooled and evacuated fast enough. So you just want to give your computer the best opportunity to cool the CPU, which is the most important component. Now, one of the big things that I'm running into, that I'm dealing with now with these kind of setups, is when you take something like this and put that in there, and then you have a radiator and you have fans, you have this tiny gap where you physically are not able to move air across this. So you're ending up with this bottom fan almost being completely useless on a radiator. And at that point, you're forced to mount it at the top, but then you have to make sure you have plenty of intake on the front so that you can move air not only across the bottom of this thing, which has a fan on it, but also not through the case and up and out. So, and that's kind of the question. How do you set up the cooling in your gaming PC to deal with the massive size of current video cards? Let me know in the comments below how you set yours up. That's basically how I set mine up, with the pull-through on the front, evacuating air through the top and the rear, and if it has a back panel, just pulling air in from there. Just post in the comments. Let me know. Also, hit up our Discord with some of your builds. The link for the Discord will be down in the doobly-doo. All right, thanks for watching that video. And we'll try and have a few more of these discussion videos at some point.